Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, the sun sets over the modern district, and you know what? Sometimes when you've got some sort of vendetta, when you get something stuck in your head and you're craving revenge, you start fixating on how to hurt those who hurt you, you know? Like, it's possible that Cub fans' parrot friend Jingles is the one that made this little prank zombie flesh here. Lol, you've been jingled, no mail. I say, down the memory hole with you, Jingle. Boom, that's why we have a memory hole, so you can burn. But you know what? Maybe erasing my pain isn't good enough. Maybe other hermits should be spared the experience I had. You know? It's not like, oh, well, I got pranked, so everybody else needs to feel bad too. You know, I was so excited about getting mail and getting a nice message, and then I didn't get anything. Except for that mean old zombie flesh. So you know what I was thinking? What if we came through here and we saw, like, who else is about to get jingled, you know? Like iJevin or Doc M77, you know? Maybe some of these people deserve better. So, see, Stress Monster, she doesn't deserve to be jingled. Neither does Tango Tech. So, or Rendog, poor, beautiful, gentle, kind, innocent, naive Rendog, you know? Maybe he deserves some actual mail. So here's what I'm thinking. We'll take some books here and some feathers and some ink, and we'll write some of these people some mail. We'll spare them the terror and the, like, just the compulsions that revenge drives us to, you know? Zombie Cleo, you know, you were one of the first people I ever knew who I play on Hermitcraft with. Even though Cleo joined Hermitcraft after me, I knew her from well before it. And so maybe I should write Zombie Cleo a nice message. Now, because I like to do interesting things, I was thinking maybe I could write her message in the format of an acrostic, which is where you take the first line, or the first letter of each line. Oh no, when I press the up button, I can't go back up. Well, so we're going to have to delete all of these, but like, you know, the idea is I could leave a nice message for Zombie Cleo that each line starts with the next letter of her name. Here we go. Acrostic Cleo, sign and close. Zany oceanic maniacal builder, intrepidly enterprising, coastally lawless, ever onward. There we go. That is a nice piece of mail for our friend Zombie Cleo. I endorse this message because I wrote it. I kind of feel like I should maybe close the doors behind me so no zombies get in. Like, just for the moment. Let's just lock that up. I don't think stuff can spawn in here, but I don't know. I don't want stuff spawning out there and coming to get me. Grian, he's new to the server. He deserves a nice message. His name's shorter, too. Good morning. No, morning starts with an M. Good rafternoon. No. Good revening. No. Greetings, recruit. Impress all neophytes. You're doing great. Great work so far. No. Dang it, I need a word, I need a title for Grian's book that says, welcome to HC6. There we go. There we go. Sign and close. Sign and close. Boom. Grian has not been jingled completely anymore. You know what? I kind of think before we start exploring everybody else's ideas, I do want to see what's actually in the back of the mailbox area here. Because, you know, oh, it's redstone. Hey, this is cool. These must be the comparators that somehow allow them to light up those little indicators. Interesting. I just kind of assumed there would be offices or stuff back here where I could get more ink. That is not the case, unfortunately. So I will have to get more ink before I can write, you know, several more of these acrostics. But in the short term, I was thinking maybe we should go ahead and write one for Good Times with Scar. Because, you know, he is a pretty good times guy. And so let's go ahead. G. We had G with Grian, and we did greetings. But we don't want to do greetings twice. This is not American greetings. We don't put the same thing on the back of every card. We're not Hallmark, putting the same thing on the back of every Hallmark card. We're Joe Hills and a bunch of unaffiliated other people. Welcome, unaffiliates! Generous is a good word, because Scar is incredibly generous with his time and his talent. Generously opulent, outstanding designer. Teach internet Minecrafters every single wildly interesting technique. How successfully can anyone replicate? Sign. We'll call this one Gentle Teacher. Sign and close. Whoops. And we'll just place this right in here. There we go. Now, Grian, Good Times with Scar, and Zombie Cleo all have nice messages for them, which undermine the terrible messages that were originally left for them. As happy as I am about this, and as much as I want to leave my bloodlust for revenge behind, I'm realizing I'm out of ink and I'm out of feathers. And if there's one thing that you can do in Hermitcraft, or Minecraft in general, to get more ink and feathers, it's run around with a sword and hit things that have ink and feathers. So I think that we are going to run around here and give our terrain a quick look. But I guess this river here is... Oh, hey, there's a chicken. And a horse. Horse, it's not your time. Chicken, you did okay. You did okay. Thank you, chicken. Boom. Look at that. We have 2 feathers now. We are well on our way to helping our friends avoid the trauma that has offended us. Or offended me. I have successfully wandered this world all alone, looking everywhere for squid. They're not here. I think that false Symmetry might be hanging out at her squid farm, and so they're not spawning anywhere else. Luckily, I did find this shop over here that seems to have squid for sale. They don't actually have a price tag, so I figure if I give like 15 ingots, 16 ingots, you know what, 30 iron ingots for 5 squid, that seems about right. So now we've got about 5 ink sacks and 4 feather things. So, you know, we can go in and write some more nice notes to people. I think that's a good way to approach this problem. Why don't we head on back and get those written? Time skip. So next up is False Symmetry, who has a nice long name. That should be a fun one. False Symmetry. Friendly, always laughing super builder. Encourage subscribers you meet meaningfully each to reinvent YouTube. This one's called The Traveler. And I even spelled it with letters. There we go. Boom. Your jingle has been disinfected. Or disaffected. I don't know. DocM77, his name's pretty short. We should leave him a nice acrostic as well. 7. What words start with 7? 7 day, 7-fold, 7 sleepers, 7 sisters, 7 sages, 7 hills of Rome. Wait, what is the German word for 7? Because Doc M is from Germany, and so he might actually pronounce it. Okay, Sieben. Dang it, that's not great. Eventually, sei benevolent. Doc M77. Doer of capitalistic malfeasance. Eventually, sei benevolent. This one's called Nobody Else. Done. Rendog. Really electrifying. Rendog. Really electrifying neighbor. Dream of gaming. This one's called For the Dogs. Because, oh, dang it. Done. We'll just put that in there. And we have time to do one more today. Let's see, who do we want to visit? Maybe, we started off with a Z name, with Zombie Cleo. Maybe Zadaf should get one too. So here we go. Struggling once more with fancy Z names. Zadaf! Zealous enthusiast. Delve absurdly passionately, hermit. Sign and close. Not for worm man. No. Of no worm man born. Oh, it doesn't fit. Okay, fine. Not wormin. No wormies. Sign and close. So there we go. This is not for worm man. This is for ZF. Let's go ahead and leave this place better than we found it, without stones blocking the doors, and without as many people getting their lives ruined by mean pranks, you know? Sometimes in life you just gotta step up and make things a little bit better because you can. Why don't we head back here and read us a quick poem to close out the episode. I know we've had an acrostic-heavy episode, but you might have noticed it was mid-roll ad-free, thanks to Patreon viewer Kathleen Heath. So we are going to now read a poem that I have written in lieu of that previous mid-roll ad. Another shirt torn in the same place today. Why they wear out thereabouts, that I cannot say. Another sleeve worn, ripped without a sign. Another top shorn, my wardrobe in decline. There are no threads so sacred that they never are let go, and our bodies grow more naked as the clothes beneath them show, and the colors once so flagrant fade thinning into snow. Special thanks once again to Kathleen Heath for her Patreon sponsorship of this episode, and special thanks to whoever built that ink shop in the shopping district. Without you, I couldn't have gotten anywhere near as much as I'd accomplished this episode finished. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.